bet you weren't expecting to see me back so quickly. I am 1 week away from opening the doors to our new members of Journee Girls Club, and I thought that now that I'm back in Da Nang, maybe I can do a little bit more of a behind the scenes of what it really takes for me to gear up to the second launch of Journee Girls Club. So really wanted to just sort of like take you with me. I've got lots and lots of work to do today. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I've got my first, no doubt not the last coffee of the day. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I've got quite a full day on today, but I just wanted to show you. This is my YouTube profile. I don't think I've ever shown this before, but this is like everything that I do for Journee is in here, so all of the branding. I'll probably do like a proper run through of this at some point, because I'm really proud of it, but these are all of the events that we've like ever run, all the things we've ever done. Some new stuff, don't look, haha. Yeah, lots of like new stuff that's really super interesting. And then these are our like weekly calendars, so you can see I basically just drop in all of like the different like events that we do and stuff into a weekly one. And then I also have the weekly roundup, so from last week, all the stuff that we did, the people that came to the events, that sort of thing, just to sort of like show that there is life and there is things happening. And yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna have to repurpose at some point into some sort of like email list or like, you know, like newsletter, something like that. But yeah, so I need to work on these two and post those into the community today as well. Kind of wild to think about how much has changed since the last time that we did one of these like welcome parties. Like obviously the first one was, I'd never been able to know what was going to happen, but at the same time now it's like there's real people in here that I care about so genuinely and so deeply, and also there's new people joining, and we've got real events that people like, and we've got events that we've trialed that didn't work, and like all of these things are things that, you know, they happen very slowly. But once you look back, you actually realise how much has happened in such a short, like condensed amount of time, because it's now like the 28th of April. The first welcome party was the 18th of January, and the first time I ever thought about Journee Girls Club was like the 28th of November. It's like 5 months. It's not even existed for 6 months yet. But I just wanted to show like how different things are now than what they were before. So like this is my old Figma file. It still has like app designs from when Journee was still an app and not what it is today. I did everything so like ad hoc last time because I wanted to get things out quickly, and I think that was actually a really big advantage. So I just want to show like how things are different now. This is, I don't know, does anyone else find like design behind the scenes stuff super satisfying? So let's look at the difference between the last Journee Girls Club welcome pack and the one for this month or this time. So a lot of it is very, very similar. Obviously the welcome party thing was different. I actually overlaid all of this text in here, which has turned out to be really handy because I can just change all of the information in here rather than having to screenshot it again. But then also something that's really nice is like these were all like conceptual pictures before, but now they're pictures of us, which is just kind of crazy to be honest. At the beginning, this was such a conceptual thing, like we didn't know what it was going to be yet. Whereas now, I can actually more concretely describe not only what it is we do, but also the amount of time and effort that has gone into creating the space and creating the events and deciding what events we run. So before, it looked like this, and also it shows a bit of a progression as to what like we've actually changed as well. So like before we had like a hot girl walk, which didn't really work out that well, but that's, you know, it's fine, we move. And these three, like the co-working session, the accountability and the expert sessions, they've all stayed. They were really useful parts of Journee Girls Club even to begin with. And then all of these things were more like ideas or concepts, or just sort of like to indicate that there was more stuff coming and that we were going to build on the whole thing. Whereas like now, our most effective and our most like popular formats are the business hot seat, where we all like come together with our business problems and solve them, help each other solve them. The co-working, the office hours, and the expert sessions, of course. But now we've got even more exciting stuff, and obviously like being able to brand all this has been so much fun and so amazing. We now have like monthly-ish breathwork sessions with the lovely Sasha, which has been amazing to do. I'm also considering whether I might at some point do like a breathwork certification so that I can again have a little bit more control over when we do that and how we do that, and I think that that'd be an interesting one to do, and I also really want to learn more about it myself. So then we also have like a content lab and a goal setting thing, and these ones, instead of sort of like cutting them off and not showing what they are, I'm able to like more concretely present them. Both of these things are like exist already but haven't been run in the community yet, so that's why I'm adding them as like a coming soon. And then yeah, again, the same thing here, like not a lot is different except for the fact that I'm now able to replace some of these conceptual pictures with pictures of us, which is so wild. Like, you know, you talk about manifesting and stuff like that, but it's kind of crazy to see all of this like really come to life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So these will be going out obviously with everyone's like own names in the next couple of days, because it's the 28th today, the welcome party's on the 3rd. And yeah, I've already invited all of the girls from within the community, so everyone's coming to welcome the new girls in, which is very exciting. It's ready to like export and then put on everyone's like individual names and personalize it to everyone, so that's great. But it's now 1 o'clock and I've got my first call at 3, and I need to post my like sponsor post in like half an hour ish, so I think I'm gonna go and try and find somewhere to eat. So I've just arrived at this restaurant. I think they were a little bit confused at the fact that this is like a hotel, so I didn't realise that it was a hotel. There's not that many white people that just like rock up and want food. I'm gonna just hop onto their Wi-Fi and then hopefully post this brand deal, which is again still crazy, and it's just kind of wild, all these things that are like interwoven in the ways that I'm like growing and stuff. But then after that, yeah, I've got some calls with potential girls of the community. It's like the last week of, like, I say interviews, they're so informal. I just like want to chat to people and make sure that they're like the right fit for the club and all that sort of stuff. We're back in the same coffee shop we were in before, because it seems to be the only one. There's a couple of nice ones, but Wi-Fi's really good here, and I'm about to take my first call. Yeah, other than that, I'm just putting together all of the like welcome packs for everyone that I know will definitely be joining. So the way that I do it is I export like the basics of the like PDF, and then I create like custom covers for everyone, and then I have to like sort it and organize it and stuff. So it's really complicated. I shouldn't really, you know, spend time doing it, but I think it's nice for it to be personalized, and it just feels a lot better and cuter. So I'll just show you what I'm actually doing with it right now. I've got the name of each person who's been accepted, and you can see within here is like the welcome pack. So I've got everyone's folders separate, and then you click into here and it comes up with the actual, it's really big for some reason, probably because it's filled with so much love and effort. This is what the document looks like all together, but it's missing the first page, which will just have each person's name on it. So that's basically like what that looks like through all of them, and I have to make sure that it all matches up, because there's nothing worse than getting somebody else's personalized shit. But yeah, so just gonna crack on, and yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Good morning. So it's another day of preparing everything that needs to be prepared for Journee Girls Club. I am officially interviewing the last girl for the cohort today, which is very crazy and exciting. And also I'm sending out all of the welcome packs today that we worked on last time. So that's going to be a big ordeal because it's mostly all like manual email work, but we should hopefully start to see people like trickling in, securing their memberships, and then me sending out all of the Google Calendar invites. So quite a busy day in general, but also very big turning point for Journee Girls Club and seeing how it's all gonna sort of like unfold. I'm about to absolutely annihilate my favourite combination of drink, which is a hot latte and a coconut, like fresh coconut. It's been sort of crazy actually, being able to see this whole thing sort of like work again when you launch something for the first time. There's almost like this trap of thinking that, oh, I did it once, but could I do it again? Like, can I pull it off a second time? Not that the first time was just a fluke. And that has sort of been, it's not like I thought that it was a fluke, but I've definitely counted myself very lucky that this has worked so far. And the fact that it's now working again and there's demand again and that I can like meet new girls again is a really, really comforting and a really exciting feeling. So I'm just sort of like reveling in that, but I've definitely struggled with a lot of doubt of whether this will all work again. So the fact that everything's sort of like coming together is just an amazing feeling, and it gives me a lot of confidence for the next time as well, although that'll be probably in quite a while at this point. But yeah, what a great time to be alive. Look at this. Honestly, I just find it such a privilege that I get to build this project that I'm so passionate about in an environment like this. It just really makes it feel so aligned and makes it so much more exciting to work on. So yeah, just all in all, like filled with a lot of gratitude at the moment, and I'm putting a lot of that gratitude back into the process, and I feel so much more confident this time around. But the processes and stuff that I've got, it's all just felt a lot easier, and I'm excited for it to feel probably even easier next time around. But yeah, all in all, very grateful, very happy, and now about to annihilate my drink combo, which is going to give me a life before I get on a couple of calls later. The sun is slowly setting in Da Nang, and it's been another really good day, to be honest. I'm in a different location now, just doing some work. I'm sending out the final emails, and there's a couple of people on my like maybe list, which I find really, really difficult. Like there's people that I feel like I see so much potential in, and that I think I've had really good conversations with, but I wonder whether they're the right fit for the community, and I'm not sure. I feel like I'm at a very interesting crossroads right now with the community as to how much we open it up, and it's really difficult to know whether I'm doing the right thing. Pretty much all the time it feels like I'm struggling to figure out what the right thing to do is, and I guess it's just about building that sort of like inner trust, but I also have the benefit that a lot of the girls in the community will give me their honest opinion and will also support me in my decision. But yeah, it definitely doesn't get any easier. Turning people down, obviously it's turning down revenue, but it's not important. Like I don't think that making an extra $100 every month is worth having the community be slightly different. But then I also want to think, do I want to give people who are slightly below a chance, but how does that affect the people who are in the community and the way that their experience is? And I just don't know what the right decision is, and it feels like the stakes are so high to make that decision on my own. But yeah, so that's what I'm currently struggling with. I've sent out all of the applications to people that are absolute yeses. The people who are potentials, still not decided that one.
Morning! So I know I'm a little very tired, it's because I am, but
today is officially the welcome party for the second round of members for Journee Girls Club, and I just couldn't really sleep very well, and I still have a couple of things to do in preparation for the welcome party later. It's currently, I think, like 8 AM, 7:30-ish, and the welcome party is at 4 o'clock my time, so I've still got plenty of time, and I promised one of the girls in the club that I would get a nap before. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I'm running off pure founder's panic and off a lot of adrenaline right now, but I am going to try and just get these last little bits of things done that I need to get done so that I can spend the rest of the afternoon like relaxing and just sort of like mentally being ready rather than having to physically. And also I'm very greasy. I'd love to go to the gym and sweat it out for a bit, or maybe go on the treadmill or something. I've literally opened my eyes and turned this camera on, so I'm not making that much sense right now, but I just thought I wanna, you know, the countdown's officially on and I'm very nervous but very, very excited. And yesterday was also like a really crazy day in the sense of I've just been seeing, you know, like membership after membership after membership being started, and it just feels so surreal. But there's also such a nervousness there of like, are these girls gonna get on with the girls that are in there, and how is the dynamic gonna change, and how is things gonna feel? And yeah, just feeling very excited and grateful. I'm tired. Obviously, a couple of things have changed since the last welcome party in terms of the way that things look, the way that things work. We'll see. But that's what I'm doing right now. Finished the welcome party thing. It's really crazy because the last time I did this was literally the first time that I'd ever spoken in front of a crowd that were just like there for me, and I obviously had like quite a few notes in terms of like what I wanted to say, and a lot of it hasn't really changed that much in terms of like how I feel, what I want to say about the thing. But yeah, let me show you. The first question is obviously like, why are we all here? I talk a lot about like what happened so that Journee Girls Club came into existence, like what I was doing before, the types of people I was meeting, and then like it gives a little insight into like a couple of the girls that, you know, will recognise themselves in these pictures because we've like either hung out in real life or met online. And then what we basically do best is like a little bit of like a connection fostering thing. So essentially like we just answer a couple of like deep questions together, and I always set the questions, which is very exciting. So have a little bit of a breather. They'll get put into groups of like 3 and be able to talk a little bit more intimately and get to know each other, so that's gonna be really exciting. Okay, so that's the first question. This is the second question. And this is the third. And then after that, we'll just be going through like the Discord and also like the different like calendar and stuff. This is the calendar for the month of May, so I'm gonna be showing that. And then this is what we're doing this week. So the first week I'm trying to like sort of like start it off with a bang, but also not take up too much people's time because obviously they're already taking time out of their Saturday today. So yeah, and then we'll actually let people in. So yeah, that's basically it. Now I have to just go about the rest of my day, try and act normal, act like I'm not super nervous. But I'm gonna try and do a little bit of like self-care, a bit of stuff for me, and just enjoy the morning and sort of like embrace the energy that I want to feel while building this business. I'm gonna try and take it easy. I'm gonna eat some breakfast and breathe. So yeah, I'll catch up with you later. businesses that are authentic to ourselves, which I think is what meshes like us all together really well.
I'm already feeling that we are quite on the same page because I can relate to everything you said, and I also feel like this.
What aspect of your personality does your industry need more of?
Yes, there's still so much to learn that I have in life, but already I have so much to share.
Thanks, Emily. I saw Emily say out loud, mouth out loud, that's a good question. Genuinely so proud of all of the people in this group. Like, I genuinely cannot wait for you all to just meet each other and feel the magic between each of you that I've felt from all of you. So thank you so much for coming, and yeah, let's do it. See you soon, bye. So that's officially the end of this second run-up to Journee Girls Club. My camera's about to die, which is very fitting because we had a couple of technical issues. The breakout rooms didn't work, which was super gutting because that's sort of the whole point. But in the end, because of obviously the type of girl that sort of joins Journee, it means that everyone was super open to just like talking out in the open, and it actually worked so much better because everyone got to meet everyone, everyone got to hear everyone's voice and meet what people more like directly, and I feel like people have definitely got like a good idea of the sort of people, and I got lots of good feedback about people being excited, people feeling like they're in the right place, and yeah, it feels amazing. It's so exciting, and I'm hopefully gonna update you soon on how everything goes. But yeah, until then, thanks so much for joining and coming back to my channel. Bye.